Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in with Mr.Stacks on today's morning hype. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it here. Stocks of the day, 4 stocks we're watching. Right now we have Xela Technologies, Xela. We have BSquare, BSQR ticker symbol. We're still watching, what was it, MRIN. MRIN's still on the list here. Sorry, y'all, I forgot to update this one here. We'll go over this one here. I've been watching this one for the last week or so. And then we also have Zomedica, actually. But yeah, these are the 4 that is kind of catching my eye today. I mean, 2 of these we kind of been keeping tabs on over the last few days here, but the ones we're actually seeing pop up this morning, we actually have the Xela Technologies and BSquare, as you can see here on our dailies. Let me go back to the dailies here. Xela yesterday closed at 147. You can see they've already doubled up here in the morning. We're hitting a high of 241. It's not actually a high. I believe we've actually been up there before to about the $7 mark. I was actually in this stock a few weeks back, as you can see with some of these trend lines I was drawing. But yeah, they ended up coming down quite a bit here. But we're actually testing some lows. We did test some lows. Came back up. We broke through the 200-day moving average. And now looking into on the 30-minute chart here, we're bouncing off the 7-day moving average right here. So this morning you can see, actually this was at yesterday afternoon. This morning we actually jumped back up again. We're testing the high of 241. So we're gonna watch this one right now. I think we should wait. Let's let the market play out. Let this one come back down. See exactly where our volume's at today. Let me look at this one right now as we speak. Where's Zela? Add this one on here. Let's see here. So Zela, we're actually, 10 million shares, so we're actually pumping pretty good right now. A lot of volume coming in, so that's a good sign. Let's just wait for this to come down. Come down. We don't ever want to jump in these stocks going parabolic. When you start to see these run, you want to jump in. A lot of times you're going to get pushed right back down. You want to wait for it to hit certain key levels before you start to buy in. Usually the VWAP is a good indicator of when to buy, depending on the bounce and the support level here. But right now we haven't really had a bounce. We've kind of been going sideways throughout the morning until we popped up. So now that we popped up to the 240 mark, we're already starting to come back down into the 220s. So we're gonna wait for it to test the VWAP here. Now if it hits the VWAP, it starts to come back up, this would be a good time to buy in. Again, this is our hitting highs. We're seeing a lot of volume. They could start to squeeze this one up. On the daily, we also had a high of $7 not that long ago, 782. We're already about $2 or so, right? So there's some other little levels we have to break out through in order for us to hit these all-time highs. But Xela is definitely one we want to keep on our watch list today, y'all. So go ahead and mark that one down. Just make note of the ones that we're calling out, because we're going to start to see these ones jump just like we did with MRIN, and this one's continuing to jump. I mean, they are starting to sell off this morning because it did have a big run yesterday. I think it hit almost $12. It went from $4 to $12 yesterday, and we're hoping to see the same with some of these other ones. So, you know, just kind of keep tabs on these, y'all, and you feel like a good time to buy in, you got a little bit of money set aside, well, these are good cheap stocks. You can get in at a good price, and as you can see, there's a lot of room to grow. We were in one of these, you know, last week at 270. You know, we got up to almost $12 today. I made a good chunk of change on MRIN. I'm already sold out on my stocks. I didn't want to chance it. I already kind of felt like this was going to come down this morning. It's had a big run, so I cashed out about this mark here of where we closed. I didn't want to go into the market today because I already knew they're going to start to sell off some of this stock. just because it's jumped up so many dollars over the last few days. It had to show a pullback eventually. But there's still a lot of volume coming in on MRIN also. We're at 6 million shares this morning traded already. I would still wait to see this one pull back and wait for some key levels if you decide to want to buy into this one also. On the 30-minute chart, we are testing here the 21-day moving average. We're still seeing some sell-off candles here, so I would still wait. This looks like it may break through this candle, this moving average, and we may begin to test some of the lower lows here. So just something to keep an eye on, y'all, is MRIN. But let's just wait on this one. I wouldn't recommend to buy into this one yet. As I was saying, we did have a big run yesterday, and I'm thinking it's going to come back down and maybe test around the $7 mark. I would think this would be a key point to buy in. I think this would be a support level. As you can see, we were showing a lot of resistance here on the hourly yesterday, so I'm feeling this would be a good support level here if we do come back down. But then again, this can also hold right here. But that's something we watch moving into the opening hour of the market. But as you can see, the candle's starting to form, and it looks like it's starting to break through. So this is just something we'll keep an eye on here and see if it gives us another buy-in point. BSquare, I'm not real familiar with BSquare, something I need to dig into a little more, but this is something also showing some heavy volume. Let me go ahead and add that to my watch list. BSQR, and we're at 5 million shares this morning. Yesterday we closed at 262, and as you can see on the descending triangle, like we were flat moving into the close yesterday, and then this morning something kicked us up and we just said hello. We jumped. We hit almost $7 this morning, y'all. Look at that. All that momentum pushed us up. $3 to $7. We more than doubled in that one opening hour there this morning. And I really feel like this one's going to come back up. Right now, looking at the 1 and the 5 minute, you see we hit that high. We started to come back down. We're now going sideways right under the VWAP. So I think once we break through this VWAP, this would be a good time to buy in also. But we got to watch and make sure that this isn't going to sell off. Watch the volume here. We're going to watch the trend, watch the support and resistance levels here. And if we start to see this start to squeeze up, we'll start to see those indications here on how the chart starts to form. On the hourly, it looks like we're still in the green, but there's not a key level where we can see some support. The 30-minute, actually, we are showing support on the 7-day moving average, and it looks to be bouncing off here. But we need this to close in the green before I'm going to buy in. So we're looking for a green close and a bounce on this support level. So we're looking to maybe break above the VWAP first, and then we may continue to see it rise here closer to the high. But BSquare is something to keep an eye on today. This one and Zela, I feel, are some of our potential breakout stocks, and I would like to get in some of these also earlier than later. So we're going to go ahead and keep an eye. Maybe this volume will stay, you never know. MRIN's volume's been steady for over a week now, and maybe some of these other ones we may continue to see the same trend. So we'll go ahead and keep an eye on those. Right now they're still going sideways, nothing much to really look at right now. But as we move into the opening hour, I'm sure more volume will come in and we'll start to see this pick up a little more. But we'll catch back up on these into our closing bell session coming up around 2 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll provide y'all an update to let y'all know exactly what buys we actually took, if we took any positions, and which ones were actually positioned in there. But as of now, I got a few shares in Zom and some of these other electric vehicle stocks for my long-term portfolio. I'm not doing any day trading yet, as I sold all my positions yesterday for my day trades, but I'm looking to get back into some today. So these are ones that I'm going to be keeping an eye on here. But Zom is something I'm waiting for a pop. We're still consolidating, but we're right at that threshold, y'all. So it looks like this morning we may have actually broke through this, hitting that 90 cent mark. I mean, we're still looking for this to come up a lot more. We want it closer to maybe $2. I'd like to double my money. But hey, y'all, this is a real affordable stock here. We're at 88 cents, 89 cents. You know, you can get 100 shares. I mean, hey, it's not bad, you know. 100 shares for like 80 bucks. You can double your money too, you know, once we hit this $2. We have a high of almost $3 here. And I feel like this time's coming soon also, y'all. So for those that want to jump on some Zom, I think this would be a good time to get in on this stock here. But here's the 4 stocks of the day. If y'all want to write these down or add them to y'all's watch list, and we'll catch back up with y'all later this afternoon just to see exactly how, you know, our prediction played out. Appreciate y'all, you know, tuning in this morning. Any feedback is always welcome. If you want to comment below, if this information is helpful for y'all and y'all are able to make a little money, I appreciate y'all to smash that thumbs up and subscribe, and you're able to get all the videos I release here ahead of the game. You know, try to catch some of these stocks before they pop. You know, I publish 2 videos a day. I try to, at least one in the morning, one in the afternoon, just to give you a heads up of what we're looking at for the morning before the market opens, and what to look at when the market closes for the following day. So if y'all would like some of these helpful tips, you know, feel free to subscribe, and I'll love to, you know, keep bringing y'all some of this footage here. But we'll catch up with y'all later this afternoon on our closing bell session, and we'll give you those updates and see exactly where we're going from here. Well, thanks a bunch, y'all, and I hope y'all have a good trading day, and we'll catch up with y'all later. Peace.